What's going on YouTube? Byrdman here with another Destiny 2 build. Today, I'm doing a bit of an update on a Stasis Titan build that I did way back in the past. With this one though, it doesn't rely as much on a specific exotic to really kind of boost it up, versus this one kind of just has a lot of Stasis energy with your abilities, as well as a specific legendary weapon that you can essentially just mainly use just based on the perk. Now, before I get into the video, know you can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch at Byrdman778 and use code BIRD at GField checkout. Let's jump right on in. Now, let's first off realize that, again, this is going to be a Stasis-specific build. So whenever we go into the Stasis tab, this is going to be essentially the setup I think you need to have. First off, you can do the tower and barricade. You can do the whatever jump. You are stuck on one specific melee. But when it comes to grenade, I like the Glacier Grenade. The reason why I like this is because it synergizes well with one of the aspects we're going to do, and also the fact that those crystals that you create will, one, do a good wall effect to kind of block you away from enemies if you're in trouble, but also the fact if you slide into them, they will explode. Now, again, we talked about the specific aspect. I like the Cryoclasm. After sprinting for a short while, enables a longer, more powerful slide, sliding into stasis crystals or frozen targets, shatters them and nearby frozen targets. This is so great just because one specific weapon perks that we're using helps create stasis crystals, but also that glacial grenade is going to do that as well. And also just essentially any stasis crystal that there is, doesn't have to be your own, it could be another teammate's, will activate this, and then you'll be able to get that explosion. Now, I also have on the Tectonic Harvest. Shattering a stasis crystal creates a stasis shard. This shard grants melee energy and picked up by you and your allies. Now, I like this a lot just because it gives us more wells and shards to use for our entire build. It's going to synergize with another ability that we have really well, but just, again, having those around is going to make sure that we're constantly keeping up our abilities and being able to do even more damage. When it comes to specific fragments, I like to go the Whisper of Fissures, increases the damage and size of the burst of stasis when destroyed stasis crystals and defeated targets. Now, this is going to synergize really well with another armor mod that we're going to have to help create more wells for our abilities. Also, we got the Whisper of Hunger, increase the melee energy gained from picking up a stasis shard. I really don't enjoy this Shiver Strike all that much, but at the same time, it does provide a lot of power for you for a melee, but also gets you across the battlefield really well. So it's really nice to kind of have this on here just regardless, just for some extra energy to create. But also the Whisper of Shards. Shattering a stasis crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional stasis crystals increases the duration of this benefit. Now, again, obviously more grenade energies, it's going to be really great for us, just for us to constantly be able to throw that Glacier Grenade and create more shards and more damage. Now, when it comes to the specific weapons you want to use, I would say definitely go with a legendary weapon for your primary, your kinetic slot. I went with the Vulpicula. Now, you can use the Vulpicula, you can use the P-Spawn, or you could use the Isis Luna, mainly for the fact that they all are able to spawn in with the perk Headstone. Headstone, precision final blows, spawn a stasis crystal at the victim's location. This is just so great because, again, it's just going to continue to synergize that build. We're able to create crystals that we can slide into to create shards, to create wells, and then so on and so forth. It's just a absolute crazy synergy. And also, I like the Vulpicula. I like the fire rate on it. I think it's really solid all around. I know the Ice Loon is a little bit edged out on it. I just haven't been able to get a headstone version of it. But I also do have a P-Spawn with this on it as well that I tried out and it worked really well. I just like the Vulpicula just because it's kind of cool all around. Next up, I decided to use the Deafening Whisper for my energy slot, mainly because of the fact that one is a wave frame, so that wave frame is going to be able to do a burst of energy in a row in front of you when it hits, but also I just like the perks that it rolls with it. I have Ambitious Assassin and Unrelenting. I really like the Unrelenting just because rapidly defeating targets triggers health regen, and Guardians and more powerful combatants count as more than one kill. I really just enjoy this just because I'm able to get some health if I'm in like a sticky situation, and also the fact that this will break the crystals in front of us whenever we shoot it. So again, it just kind of synergizes well with the build, but also because the waveframe synergizes with the perk Explosive Well Maker that we're going to have on this build. So we're going to be able to create solar wells that will then create more energy for us in return. Finally, in your power slot, this is kind of up to you. I decided to go with the Gjallarhorn just because Gjallarhorn is just a busted weapon. I mean, we all know it pretty well so far, but also the fact that it works with an Explosive Well Maker for us to get more elemental wells for the rest of the build. So go with it if you want to. It really doesn't matter when it comes to this spot. It's up to you at the end of the day. I just think Gjallarhorn's solid all around. Now, when it comes to our armor, first off for the head, I decided to go with a discipline mod on there, grenade launcher, ammo finder, and rocket launcher, ammo finder, but mainly the perk elemental shards. Stasis shards count as elemental wells for you. So what's really great about this is the fact that we're constantly creating those because of the fragments that we have in our skill tree, but also the fact that whenever we break those glacier pillars and everything like that, it's going to create those shards, which will then count as that, which then will apply as energy for our different abilities. It just kind of brings it all around and really helps the synergy of the build. Next up on our arms, I decided to go with, again, Discipline mod. I went Fastball just for fun, Grenade Launcher Loader, and then specifically Explosive Well Maker. Again, this is going to be really great for a couple different reasons. One, our Grenade Launcher, the Waveframe is going to do it. Galahorn's going to be able to do it as well, but also the fact that whenever we break one of those glacier stasis crystals out on the battlefield, whenever that explodes thanks to one of those fragments that we have, it's going to count as an explosion, so that we're going to get some solar elemental wells from that. I think this is just really cool because it adds to overall synergy of the build and really helps us just, again, keep up our energy and constantly be able to use all of our different abilities. The coup de grace exotic of this build, my favorite exotic currently in the game, Heart of Inmost Light. Using ability Grenade, Melee, or Barricade empowers the other two abilities. Empowered means abilities have faster regen, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points. This is just great all around because it helps us really push the ability part of our build and really just help us keep up all the damage that we're able to do. I also put a Discipline mod on. I always have like a concussive dampener or like the sniper dampener on it, but also Grenade Launcher reserves just so we're able to carry a bit more grenade launcher ammo. On our legs, I decided to go with another Discipline mod, just a couple just random perks here in the middle, and then another Explosive Well Maker, so we're able to get an extra well whenever we get those explosions. So typically, we would get one. We have Bountiful Wells on our next thing. We'll talk about that here in a second, so I'll give us 2. And then having this a second Explosive Well Maker on, I'll give us 3 of those Solar Elemental Wells on there. So again, we're just constantly able to keep up our abilities. Like I mentioned on our Titan mark, we're going to be going with Bountiful Wells to get that double well for every time we were to make a well. So that's going to count for the stasis ones that we're doing, but also the fact that, again, whenever we do an explosion, whether it's from a grenade launcher, a Galahorn, or breaking a shard, it's going to give us 3 of those solar wells so that we're able just to keep up our energy. And then these other 2 things really just depends on you. I decided to go with a Discipline mod, again, just to keep up a grenade energy as much as humanly possible. And distribution reduces all ability cooldowns when using your class building your target. So chucking up my barricade against somebody, it's going to help out my abilities. Now, I always like to mention different things that you can put on these builds to kind of help synergize it. If you are watching this video post Witch Queen, I think the new Titan exotic chest piece that creates the giant stasis banner barricade in front of you is going to be really great for this, just for the fact that at least speculating right now, you'll be able to probably slide into it and create stasis crystals from that. Also, the fact that it's just going to help you out because it's already been listed as the fact that it will help recharge rate and everything for your teammates, but also the fact that, again, if you're able to break it and create stasis shards from it, it will really help push this build. But I think overall, the best thing you can do is do a Heart of Inmost Light to really help yourself out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys really enjoy this. Guys, if you are excited for Witch Queen, and if you're watching this post Witch Queen, I hope that I hope the campaign, I hope the raid, I hope everything about this Void 3.0 is really awesome. Comment down below when you're watching this. You're watching this pre Witch Queen, post Witch Queen. If you find the build helpful, all that fun stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of great things with Void 3.0 coming up here soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, giving a thumbs up on the video. Those help out so much. And make sure you follow me over on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch at Byrdman778 using code BIRD at G Fuel checkout. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night, day, whatever it may be.